Over the past few days, many of our clients and investors have been reaching out with the same question. What is really happening in the region and how could it affect Dubai, especially the real estate market? International media coverage has been very intense and in some cases quite alarming. So I decided to record a short video to explain three things. What has actually happened over the past few days, and what the situation looks like on the ground in the UAE, and how could it potentially affect the real estate market. My name is Salma Joual, founder of SJ Real Estate Brokerage based here in Dubai. Let's start with the key events. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched major military strikes on Iran, targeting civil, strategic, and military sites. Shortly after, Iran responded with a large-scale missile and drone attack targeting countries across the Gulf, including Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. According to the latest official updates available at the time of recording, March 10th, UAE air defense systems successfully intercepted 233 ballistic missiles, 1,359 drones, and 8 cruise missiles. The UAE security systems were clearly tested during this event, and the country passed that test at a level that deserves the highest respect for the government, and for that, we can only say thank you. This is also an important reminder that during moments of geopolitical tension, images and headlines can sometimes amplify perceptions beyond the verified facts. Now, let's talk about what matters most for investors. How could this affect the Dubai real estate market? I will walk you through the positive aspects and the potential risks. Positive 1. Safety and perspective. Let's first look at the tragic human cost. UAE officials have confirmed 6 fatalities and 122 injuries during these events. Every loss of life is tragic, and our thoughts are with the families affected. However, it is so important to keep some perspective. Let's compare this with so-called safe Western cities in 2025. For example, in New York, official statistics show nearly 30,000 felony assaults recorded in 2025, which averages more than 80 incidents per day. In London, approximately 64,000 violent incidents involving injury are reported every year, roughly 177 per day. So, literally, you are safer in Dubai during a regional conflict than during a normal Tuesday in London or New York. Safety has always been one of the main reasons people choose to live in Dubai. It directly influences both rental demand and property purchases. And the events of the past few days have provided real evidence that the city remains extremely safe, even during the war. Positive 2. Investor interest remains active. Normally, geopolitical tensions cause investors to pause. However, the opposite reaction is also happening. On March 4th, the Dubai Land Department registered a single off-plan transaction worth 115 million euros. And if we look at the total activity recorded by the Dubai Land Department during these 10 days of conflict, the numbers are very telling. Off-plan sector, over 3,300 new property sales. Secondary market, more than 2,100 ready property exchanged. Leasing market, more than 12,000 new tenancy contracts registered in just 10 days. Professional investors are not running away. In fact, many are actively looking for opportunities to acquire strong assets, while others are distracted by headlines. Potential risks. Of course, we also need to consider potential risks. In my view, this risk would mainly appear if the conflict continues for a longer period of time, which I personally doubt. Risk 1. Temporary investor hesitation. If the conflict continues, some international investors, especially those relying heavily on Western media, may temporarily pause their investment decisions, at least until the situations become clearer. This would most likely affect off-plan projects first. However, the off-plan sector is relatively easy to regulate. If demand slows down, developers simply launch fewer projects. This does not necessarily lead to price drops, because developers largely control off-plan pricing. Instead of reducing prices, they usually maintain pricing level while reducing the number of new projects. We saw similar behavior during 2020 when demand slowed, but major developers maintained stable prices. Risk 2. Slower population growth. Dubai's population has been growing rapidly, adding approximately 15 to 20,000 new residents per month. If tensions persist, some people planning to relocate may delay their move temporarily. This could slow demand growth in the secondary market for both buying and renting. However, this would most likely represent a temporary slowdown rather than a structural change. So the key question becomes, what should real estate investors do in this situation? First, avoid panic decisions. The fundamental drivers behind Dubai real estate market remain the same. Second, focus on value opportunities. Periods of uncertainty can sometimes create opportunities to acquire high-quality assets at better entry prices. Dubai has gone through several real estate cycles before, and it has always come back stronger. In 2008, prices dropped by nearly 50%, yet the market eventually recovered and reached new highs by 2014. In 2020, we saw a brief 10% decline, followed by an impressive 60% surge within just 2 years. And even now, we're coming off a record-breaking Jan 2026, when the Dubai Land Department registered more than 111 billion dirhams in total transactions. The trend is clear. Dubai resilience is remarkable. Thank you for watching.